What is going on, guys? Shaddix here, and welcome back to another video. Shush, Pistons! I'm recording a video, finally. So I've been sick for the past couple days. If you guys were in my live stream this past Saturday, you would remember that I was sneezing quite a bit and had to stop to blow my nose like 6 million times. So I ended up getting a really bad fever the next morning, so I couldn't actually do anything. I couldn't even look at my computer screen without getting all lightheaded and feeling nauseous. It was really gross. But I'm feeling a little better now. Enough, well, at least better to record, that's for sure. But today is the 50th video in our new kingdom. I honestly can't believe how fast this went, so I thought it'd be a good time to take a little bit of a tour of all the stuff that we've built in this world. And we've built quite a bit, but the first thing I want to start off with is probably where I started. Door shut, which is going to be down this little elevator here. Alright, so this was where I started. This grass plain right here. There was almost nothing. Don't fall down this hole. That would be very terrible. That goes all the way down to my mine. So this was one of the first places I lived. I ended up, like, setting up shop right over here up against the water and everything. And then the first big activity I actually took on was my mine, which is down here. If I have feather falling boots, I'm just gonna end all the way down I go. Wow, that was close. But anyway, yeah, so I started digging out this mine, and I just actually recently dug out that fourth layer. I still haven't really done anything with it yet. But all of these tunnels are dug out 15 blocks, it looks like. And there's a lot of them. This was the first big project I took on in my entire world. And let me tell you, it's been working really good. I also have a clock and a bed up here, basically to tell me whether or not it was going to be nighttime when I went up. Nowadays, I really don't care because I have the supplies and the ability to take on certain things, like avoiding phantoms and everything. But back in the day, when I first built this, I literally could not kill a phantom. I would always die. It was terrible. Not that I probably cut all of that out of the video so you guys didn't have to see any of that embarrassment. It was pretty terrible. Alright, now if we go back up here, we're going to start exploring probably the main part of my base, which is this whole area. This is my farming area, basically. I have a bunch of farms, and I think the first farm I set up was this farm, actually, except at the time there was only two. What is... Oh, it's the light. That was freaky. Yeah, these sugarcane farms were the first ones I built, and I actually have the sand inside of hopper mine carts to make sure I didn't lose any of them, because they don't work as well as the one I built in probably one of my most recent videos. And then just recently I actually built these other two behind it. Not long after that, I don't remember which came next. I think it was the super smelter over here. It's kind of a super smelter anyway. I just put stuff into here, and then they go through the system, shoot up here, and come into these chests, and that's it. And this I had since the beginning because I was using a ton of white concrete for this entire build. So this is my concrete maker. It's not fully automatic. It's pretty terrible, I'm gonna be honest, but it worked. It still works, actually. It's still what I use to make all my concrete. Except when I built these huge pillars, I just used concrete powder and then just poured water down the side. And then not long after that, I made these farms. And then I made, or actually, I might have made the sugarcane farm, or not sugarcane farm, the sea kelp farms first, because I needed a source of fuel. Yeah, that's right, because I didn't build the melon and pumpkin farm until I built my trading center over there, because I needed melons and pumpkins for emeralds. So yeah, these came first, and this I think is a pretty good design. It uses a lot more hoppers than it needs to, I'm going to be honest. There could just be a water stream, like right there in the middle, that drops them into a hopper into chests, but it's a little late to change that now. I feel like it's kind of useless to change it now. These are working pretty good anyway, so I guess it doesn't quite matter. But yeah, and then not long after that, I built these ones, which grant me a pretty good amount of melons and pumpkins. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of them stacked up already. I just recently built the other two as well. I wanted to finish out everything on this layer. Everything is now completely done. My nether portal was moved. This is my brewing station. It's pretty high-tech, really. After this, I guess let's just finish off the tour of this. This was in one of my most recent videos as well, is these big pillars, which are now storage areas, which aren't even fully stocked full of chests or anything yet, because it's a ton of wood I'm going to end up needing. But this is basically storage for the farm that is in that section. Like, that one has sugarcane, that one has sea kelp, and this one has fuel blocks in it. like sea kelp and everything. And this is my map, by the way, if you're not curious. We're currently in this middle part, if you couldn't tell. What did we build next? I think, relative to this part of the base anyway, we built this, which was my farm. Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to need farm, and I want to kind of still keep the manual part of it a little bit. Yeah, that was dumb. I ended up changing this completely in a build down that way, I think. But there's all 4 of your basic crops here, and there's a little silo. This has all of our carrots, which isn't a lot because I hardly ever farm. Wheat and seeds. I think we're completely out of actual wheat. And then this is potatoes and rotten potatoes and everything, and then beetroots on top because, well, nobody uses beetroots. Like, I literally have 6. I think I use them strictly for trading, and that's it. The view from up here is pretty nice, though. I'm pretty happy with the way this build turned out, especially, like, the outside farms and the stone over the top with the lanterns. I really like that, but what's in this middle chest? Oh, yeah, our diamond hoes. We literally have an enchanted diamond hoe with unbreaking and mending. Can you believe that? That's absolutely crazy. Alright, and then the next thing we built is going to be the massive building over here, which is our trading hall. Now, this is like, not I built them in this order in my YouTube videos, it's just kind of the order I built them in this main part of the base here. But yeah, this is my trading hall. It's pretty good. I don't really like the door, but there's nothing we can really do about that. There's every single type of trader, or book, that could ever be useful. I think the only ones we're missing is Curse of Binding, maybe the fishing rods, enchantments, Curse of Vanishing, and Bane of Arthropods, because I'm like, no, completely useless. And we have 2 farming traders with each of the different types of crops. So we have beetroot, pumpkins, melons, then you, I think, has wheat and beetroot as well. Okay, I thought I had one with carrots and potatoes. That probably would have been smart, but I guess I don't. But yeah, there's each one of these guys up here, and there's a big storage system in the middle, because I'm like, oh yeah, it's not big yet. I still never put in the chests. But yeah, this is was meant to hold all my emeralds, because I'm like, oh, I'll just stock up a lot of emeralds. But then once I, like, got a main suit of armor going, I never really needed to use them again until, like, I lost my stuff. So, yeah, this build looks pretty nice, actually. Let's get a view from the top here. I think it looks okay. It's not bad. Every now and then you'll get a dude, this guy, just chilling in the top, which is nice. Although, because there's no zombies or anything, that might be the only one they ever spawn, which is good. So yeah, that build took a while. What took longest was getting the trades I needed to get all of the books. That was absolutely terrible. And they're all the best ones, like Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Impaling 5, all that good stuff. And then this was probably, in the main part of the base here, the most recent thing I built, which is my animal shelter pen thing, which I was going to use to be getting a whole lot of wool and stuff, but that turned out to not happen at all because it just takes so much to breed all these guys. Now, the cool thing is the middle tree here, because if you go up here and look up, there's animals, because when they have babies, if I go up the middle part there and breed them, the babies can fall through the gaps and into the water below, and that slowly fills up this pen again. So we have pigs, cows, sheep, and llamas. I didn't want chickens, those were, no thank you. But yeah, if we go up here, I think I had to put this here for, why did I have to put this here? Oh, I think it might have been so animals don't get up here? That's like the only guess I have. But yeah, you come up here, you breed them, and then the babies just fall through. Don't you spit at me, llama. Get out of here. Yoink. Hop on out of here. And I think that's everything for the main part of the build up here. There are a couple things in the overworld up here still that I'm going to show you guys. Close all these. Before we head off into the different realm, which is the nether and like the end and everything, for me to show you guys. And I think everything else is going to be out this way. Alright, so this next build is the big build that's still not done. It's only like a fourth of the way done, which is my iron farm. Now this farm, these 2 pods were the first ones built, and this wasn't even dug out. It was just like a huge mountain here, which is now completely gone, by the way. Took care of that myself without that haste 2 beacon, you see. I literally haven't cleared out any of this with a haste 2 beacon. I just got it in another one of my most recent videos. It's been since at least the past 5 or 10 videos. But yeah, I plan on making another 6 pods full of villagers there, and there for an iron farm that comes all the way down here. Now, if you're wondering why this is dug out the way it is because, oh, and this might also run better if I put like a zombie or something in between the pods, but I haven't done that yet. But yeah, this is all dug out because iron golems were spawning underneath all over the ground. It was insane. I would have rather just built this in the sky like another one of those platforms, but I didn't think of it at the time. So yeah, I had to completely dig this out, and I still have a lot more to dig out, but now that I have a haze 2 beacon, it's really going to go rather fast. I really like the design. I still have to make a storage room, because once I start getting all the other pods in here eventually, then eventually it's going to actually fill up. Let's go to another one of our farms right here. Oh, I forgot about the big farm over there. But we'll go to that one next. Let's get all these ones in because they're probably some of our most recent videos. This is our automatic villager breeder, but it's also, oh my gosh, a passive food farm. Oh, jeez. Leave me alone, speed there. Get out of here. Leave. Yeah, these guys are automatically breeding. I don't have a method to kill them yet, which is pretty stupid. I really should because it's probably going to cause a lot of lag. This is my automatic bamboo farm, which is, literally like the most recent video, I think, because I hooked it up to an automatic kelp smelter right here. Very small, works ever so slightly, very slow, but it does work. So by the time I need more kelp, when I go to smelt stuff, there should be a pretty fair amount in here. We have to get away from these villagers. Let's go check out these other 2 farms, and then we're going to check out the last big farm over there. And then, yeah, you can see that across the way there. Oh, Skelly Bob! Leave me alone. Oh, I have to get away from the creepers. Eh! Okay, well, he blew up. I see a trident flying. Was that what I thought it was? Was that a trident? Alright, so that bamboo farm was basically this design, which is a, what is it? A sugarcane farm. Now, I built a sugarcane farm because I use a ton of rockets, and this is completely empty. What? What? How is that? What? Oh, that's right. Okay, so I emptied it into the sugarcane storage system up there already. Oh, I was about to freak out. I'm like, how the heck is the entire chest empty? But this was the first one I built, and then I'm like, you know what? I bet that works for bamboo, and then it turns out it completely worked for bamboo. So I just built the bamboo one and then hooked it up to a kelp smelter. So now we have basically an unlimited source of, whatever it's called, of fuel. Yeah, that had to have been a drowned somewhere. And then the last of our little automatic farms. By the way, these grant like a double chest full of supplies like an hour. It's really insane how well it works. And I'm gonna camp on top of this tree for this next one. Alright, so I'm camping on top of this tree for this next one. It's right across the way from the sugarcane farm and was the second farm I built. It's an automatic cactus farm. Now this farm, oh, I didn't know you could spawn up there. Well, that kind of sucks. I hope that doesn't interfere with any of the redstone at some point. But anyway, yeah, that grants, in about 40 minutes, we'll fill that double chest down there. And a second double chest, maybe. Yeah, these work pretty well. I have tutorials for them on my channel, and then I also link the original creators' channel in the description, or their video in the description of those videos. So if you're curious to know how these work, be sure to go check those out. There's not anything in the middle of that, is there? No, it's just that weird glitch going on. Alright, so you know what? While we're here, we're just going to take a flyover. We actually had, when we were trying to battle the Wither, we had a little conundrum with needing totems of undying. So the way I decided I was going to get those... Oh, they're going after the villager! Oh no! We got to save him, don't we? How do you even get out? How are you still alive out there? Wow! Oh, this is insane. Ah! Stop! Okay, but yeah, we needed totems of undying, so my genius plan was to block off an entire village, make an entire, basically, stack worth, like, full stacks worth of iron golems. So there's 64 in here, unless some of them died off. And then I started a raid. And then we did the raid and ended up getting to the last of the raid people, which you can manage to get those guys who drop the totems of undying. Oh, there's most of them. They're all in this area. Yeah, there's a lot. I wanted to make sure none of the villagers were going to die if something managed to get in. But yeah, so I decided to take on a raid to get Totems of Undying, and that was a pretty terrible idea because we literally only got one for about half an hour's worth of work. Which, I mean, wasn't bad. We did only end up using one, so I guess that's not terrible. But yeah, so that's why there's a wall around this whole thing, but I think it looks really cool, honestly. Oh my gosh! Oh, jeez, there's so many mobs out here. I should have died. But yeah, I think it looks great, especially from the sky at night. Look at that. That took a while to do, actually. Like, it took a pretty crazy amount of time. And actually, while we're here, I guess we should check out the, I want to show you guys the animal pen. Or the animal sanctuary, I think I called it, at night. Because I think it looks beautiful at night. All lit up with the torches and everything. Look at that. Alright, so the last farm we have here is going to be our automatic mob farm. Now, this fills about 5 double chests an hour. So, if I AFK for an hour, it fills everything. It uses observers and dispensers to knock everything off platforms, and then they die to fall damage. I actually have a design of this in my the survival craft server that works a lot better because there's a tube and magma blocks, so literally nothing can actually fall and live unless it has enough armor to survive the fall, and then also Frostwalker boots on top of that. So that's like really rare to begin with. But yeah, so that's this farm. I have a huge storage system because it fills really, really fast. I have over a double chest of most of the items already, and I've only AFK'd at it one time. So yeah, it works pretty well. So now we're gonna fly up here. I'm probably gonna take a little sleep before we get a phantom in here and start messing us up, and then we're gonna go visit the other places we have dotted around the other, what are they called? Other versions of the world, other realms, I guess I'll call them. So let's go ahead and actually we need more rockets for this, don't we? Because I don't trust it at all. There we go. And then we're going to head straight into the Nether. Alright, here we are in a very sad-looking Nether Hub. It's not very great. This is a very thin, like, hallway. And then I never finished this one because I always end up flying there anyway. So, oh, there's ghast over there. But yeah, so you see this walkway? There's another fortress literally right there. You can see it. I completely missed that when I first joined the world. And I went like an hour or two in that direction. That's why that torches are. There's like a line of cobblestone and torches. Oh, it was so terrible. So if we just go ahead and take a little run down here, we're going to end up finding our other, one of our other, anyway, we have two. One that leads to an XP farm, and then one that leads to a very sad XP farm, and our end portal. So I'll go ahead and show you the end portal one first, because we basically upgraded our XP farm. I was like, okay, I need an XP farm, so I need something, and I already planned on making a Guardian farm. Spoiler alert, that's what I made. But I needed something to hold me off until then, especially because of the Ender Dragon fight and everything. I needed to be able to have mending armor, so I needed something. Which is what we built, and it's not a very big something, but it works. I mean, it's very sad. So basically, this is it. This is our end. I haven't built anything in the end, so there's no point in going there. And I've only found 2 end cities for the Elytras, or 3 end cities, but only 2 of them had boats. Now, if we go this way, I did mark off an entire path going to my very poor XP farm. Now, it's an XP farm because there's a zombie spawner in there. It works okay. I mean, it's not the worst, but the problem is there's so many different areas where stuff could be spawning. That stuff, even with a spawner, still doesn't spawn in here very fast. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. This was our XP farm for the entirety of the beginning of the game. It was pretty terrible and took forever to mend up things, so I'm really glad that we ended up upgrading our farm in the end, because that was just a terrible experience having to do that pretty much every single day, and it took like an hour or 2 of just sitting there, and that was only to repair a couple items. If you wanted to repair like an entire suit of armor and all your tools, you would literally be there for hours. It was insane. This is probably going to be a bad idea, but I'm going to see if I can fly through this tunnel. You guys ready for this? You guys ready to see me crash? I'm probably going to die here. Hop. Oh, we are doing it! We're doing it! Oh, I've never done that. We did it. That was insane. I mean, I got hurt, but we did it. So I guess I'll show you guys this tunnel, because I mean, took the time to dig it out, so I might as well show you. Up! Ooh, that was close. I thought I was going to fall. Yeah, this one's a rather long tunnel, because this is like 2,000 blocks away where this ocean monument is, which isn't actually too bad when you consider the fact that it's an ocean monument. So being 2,000 blocks away isn't really the worst. It's still pretty dangerous because you can get gas and stuff blowing you up, but when you're flying, they can't really hit you much anyway. So this is my Guardian Farm. So yeah, this Guardian Farm is pretty wonderful. I have these here because they hold fish. These are to cook fish, but I haven't brought any fuel with me like in the past 20-something times I've been here. So that's pretty awful. This gets you like 35 levels an hour. Or not an hour, 35 levels every 2 minutes or something like that. It's pretty good. I have a bed here, anvil, you never know. This is for storage. It's really small in here. I'm going to be honest. Like, this fills up so fast. I have so much fish laying around, and this is completely full. I have a double chest back at the base that's almost completely full. And so I started making these and filling this up. It's completely insane. I wish this room were a lot bigger, but it works. I also wish that they weren't burning in lava and they would just take fall damage, because I would be getting more, like maybe 45 levels an hour or 50 an hour. No, not an hour, every couple minutes. But a lot of them are burning in the lava up there. In fact, I can show you exactly what's going on up here, and you might actually be able to see. Like, look at all those. Most of those aren't even going to end up down there, because that one died. Let's see, how many others are dying? That one is probably gonna die, he's been in there a while. I just heard one die. I heard two die, actually, because I heard something, drop. But yeah, it's that one died, that one died, that one died, that one just died. I mean, a lot of them are dying. So, I don't know if I'm gonna continue... Like, the one I'm building on the Survival Craft server, I'm actually in the midst of making one right now. Is going to use the same method, except I don't think I'm going to use lava. I think I'm just going to use a sheer drop to make him half a heart. But yeah, so this is it. It's rather big. This literally took me like a week or two to do on top of my other YouTube videos, so it took a very long time. And this was my little base over here that I stayed in the whole time. Now, this ocean monument was absolutely terrible. I died like so many different times. Oh yeah, I like emptied this out. There was a lot more stuff in here. But this is just kind of the basics. Your basic little hut if you ever need it. And a chair to sit in, because you know you need that. I think I filmed a video in there once actually. But yeah, clearing out this ocean temple, because I didn't know the best way to clear out an ocean monument, which I might actually be making a video about tomorrow, is the best way to clear out an ocean monument. Because I cleared out the one on the Survival Craft server I'm using in literally less than 7 minutes. And I didn't even get attacked, not even once. It was insane. And it's the best way to do it, for sure. And I've helped a couple people on the Survival Craft server already empty a couple ocean monuments out, because I basically know the best way to do it, and the safest way to do it, and the quickest way to do it. So yeah, I wish I had known that when I was doing this one, but I didn't, so I ended up using a bunch of doors, and I died like 20 times, and I lost a ton of stuff. I lost an elytra. That was sad. That's why this one on me is my second one. At some point, I really gotta go end busting, but haven't done that yet either. But yeah, so that's everything in this world, actually. That's literally it. There's a lot of big projects, and some of them are still going on, like the iron farm you saw back home, and my storage system isn't fully done yet. That's what all those chests were laying around. It's basically my storage system. But I would like to thank all of you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below some builds you might want to see me build in the rest of this series. And as always, subscribe if you're new, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace!